Hello, everyone. Hello, friends. Happy greetings and happy tidings to you. Thanks for joining. I'm Jennifer from Personal Power Life Coaching, and today is a beautiful day in December in New York and everywhere in the world. So happy December 26th. Today is also the new moon. So we are just in the phase of the new moon cycle once again. And this means for me, writing down and setting 10 clear intentions or wishes of things that I want to see manifest and become reality in my life. So maybe that serves you too. And when you write them down, you give them strength, acknowledgement, recognition, power, and thus you increase and allow them to manifest and unfold in your life. So that's what I do. Write down your 10 wishes, your 10 intentions. Today, it is on December 26th. So go for it. Do you. And that is a nice astrology referring message. However, we are now prepared with celery juice. And I love having celery. I just returned from the gym. I'm so grateful and happy that I was able to go today, and just to keep that momentum, that steady momentum going. It's such a wonderful blessing, and I'm really grateful that I can just keep it going because it's about being healthy, moving your bones, working your muscles, whatever it is that you can do, just getting out there, staying active every day of your life, even if that's just on some days going for a walk for 30 minutes or 15 minutes or even 10 minutes. You can break it down in smaller components, smaller segments, and proceed from there. And so, as mentioned, here I have my celery juice in the thermos. It was prepared earlier today, so it is relatively fresh. And I'm going to serve it up. I wanted to share the serving up process so that we could have both, I could connect with you, and also hello to everyone who is joining. Hello, friends. Hope you're doing well. So, celery juice. This is going to be more than 16 ounces in this thermos. So I'm going to put the ounce option in our new simple and easy, so affordable scale. So there we go. So let's have a look-see. So that's that. Now, juices will settle if you leave them for a while. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to shake it up. All right, you want to get, because it may have some of the simple little fibers, like it's a juice, so it's not a smoothie, it's not from a blender, it's from a juicing machine. So this way you extract the fiber and you isolate the nutrients that you are intending to take into your body with your medicinal juice or whatever your chosen juice is. So let us serve it up again now after having stirred. So it's a clear celery juice today, which denotes a sweeter taste. So this is 18.8 ounces. So this particular thermos is super cool. It's insulated, so it keeps beverages hot and cold. And this is our celery juice. Doesn't that look beautiful? So clear and delightful. Just clean plant power to fuel your brain, your liver, to clean your liver. So awesome. So here we go. Wonderful. Very nice. Very mild. The lighter the color, the milder it is. That's what it means. So this one has been a mild celery juice, which is rather sweet. So that's something that works for everyone. And then when it's darker, when you juice the green leaves, the upper portion, that will typically be the more bitter part, especially if the whole stalk is a deeper green hue or shade. So those are the differences. And you can tell also, like some celeries, like when they're dark green and they're very thin, the stalk has thin leaves, that will mean that it's just going to be more bitter. And so just for you to, I mean, I'm sure you'll eventually detect those differences. You will feel those differences on your tongue. And the more bitter it is, it's maybe harder to take in because you may not like bitter foods, but bitter foods are actually really good for you in terms of getting those bitter foods from fresh greens like collard greens, arugula. Arugula is a bitter green, but I love it. It's one of my favorites. It's also referred to as rocket or jarjir in the Middle East, so it's really good. So you just get it into yourself on an empty stomach every day. Now, I will admit that it, like the concept of celery juice, I was really motivated from hearing about it from the medical medium. And that's when I started about more than a year ago. Maybe now it's going to be 2 years. I don't have it 100%. I can't say that I've been 100% strict every single day on an empty stomach, but I will say that it's a habit and I must have it at least 5 days a week. Like I can go maybe the weekend without having it because I do something else. I have a smoothie instead, and my timings are different on a weekend schedule. Nevertheless, I find that also if you're traveling, you may not have the ease to make a celery juice or have a celery juice, depending on the airport and transportation times, etc. So that's okay. You know, you make it work when you can. It's not about stressing yourself out or creating more obstacles that you have to sort of overcome and vanquish, which may elevate your stress. So we want to reduce your stress and we want to enhance the vitality and the health of your body. So this is why just keeping it going, keep your healthy habit going. If you miss a day, you go back to it the next day, and then you just stay consistent. You keep a modest long-term view. You're not expecting yourself to be incredibly perfect or aim for 100%, but it's something that you set for yourself as this is something I want to do. It's something that I'm deciding about. And I've made up my mind. I really want to adopt this habit for the long term because I believe it's truly beneficial for me. I feel it's beneficial when I partake in it, when I take it in, when I have it, when I consume it, whatever have you. And it works well for my body. It enhances my vitality. It motivates me to be more engaged with life. It makes me happier to be alive. And that is really important. It also may help you to rest better. And it's not just the celery juice. Celery juice can do that. It can clear your brain fog. It can make you feel more optimistic. It may boost your mood. I noticed that in myself. It may totally enhance your digestion depending on where you're starting. Whatever your healthy habit is, whether it's starting to walk more or going to the gym more consistently or cutting something out of your diet and replacing it with something else that's more beneficial, we can keep that going by just setting a more long-term stable foundation for yourself, mentally speaking, and knowing that it's not about being perfect, and I'm not going to beat myself up for it, but I'm also not going to consistently be making excuses for myself. Notice the weak spots. Notice the areas where you do fall low of your own expectations and how it makes you feel, whether you just don't feel proud of yourself. And just be okay. It's happened, it's over, keep going. Move forward, leave that in the past. This is a new moment, start fresh, and know that you have a deeper commitment and develop that relationship with yourself where you can truly be honest and sort of connect with yourself on a more internal, profound level where you're not fooling or lying to yourself or deceiving ourselves, making up excuses. which is so easy. And so we're trying to do something different. If you're trying to do something different, it may not be easy in the beginning. It likely won't be. You may face some internal resistance, if not external resistance as well. But just do you. Know what you decide works for you, and you commit to your own path. You do your research, you get educated, you learn the facts, you learn about people's experiences, you look at some anecdotal evidence, you look at factual research, medical and laboratory scientific based evidence, and then you refer to the most important source, which is yourself, your own body, your own development and progress, your own evolution and changes. And know that it's for the long term, that it's a long and steady process. And every day you start new, you start fresh, and you just keep it going. If it helps, you can keep a calendar on your fridge, or keeping like monthly calendars where you track your consistency. And that could be really interesting, because when you track your consistency, you will begin to see patterns, and you will notice your behavioral changes and patterns depending on how stressed you are, depending on the day of the week, depending on what you ate the day before, depending on how much you slept, depending on whether you're having coffee or chocolate, which are stimulants, depending on your job, the stressors in your life. Those things definitely affect what you drink and eat every day. And it works on cycles and waves. So as you notice your own consistency and you make these, you change your behavior and your patterns, your decisions, you'll notice that in the beginning it seems kind of bumpy and cumbersome, because you need to just track yourself. You need to notice how you behave as a creature, as a human creature, with your physiology and biology and your conditioned patterns or programming. And then over time, over the months, the weeks, and the days, you notice the changes. You see the changes on your calendar or on your spreadsheet. And then you know that something's going on there. And you can then analyze that, see when it happens, what day of the week is it, how's your sleep doing, and many other factors, which you would need to look at in detail, referring specifically to your situation. So that's what I've learned from my own experience so far, and that's what I'm sharing. You will have your own unique experiences, and so take the learnings from that. Don't compare. No need to compare ourselves to anyone else, because while others can be a good source of external experiences, evidence from other people, possibilities and potentialities, some of it may not be applicable to you because of your life conditions, your prior decisions, what you've eaten in life, what you've drunk for the last several years, the way you think. You could just be a totally different person. So you are, I mean, we all are, aren't we? But we share a lot of similarities as human creatures with our physiology and biology. So it's a merging of understanding your uniqueness, but also merging that and combining it with the beneficial, useful elements of the external, which also has a lot of powerful, good information for you in it. So that's it for now, friends. Thank you for joining. That's been our celery juice and wellness moment with myself, Jennifer, at Personal Power Life Coaching. Thank you for joining, for tuning in, and for sharing it. If it inspires you, you're also welcome to visit my YouTube page and subscribe there, where I share these videos too, if you ever want to just look at past videos or repeat videos. So thank you, and wishing you a lovely end of the year season. Happy holidays, happy new year in advance, and happy days to you. Peace, love, and infinite blessings. Namaste, and thank you.